Dear friends, welcome to another episode of The Situation Room. Today we're going to talk about one of the most fascinating and game-changing developments in modern warfare, the rise of Ukrainian drones. And if you are not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any updates. When Russia launched its full-scale invasion of Ukraine in February 2022, many military experts predicted a swift victory for Moscow. After all, Russia possessed overwhelming superiority in tanks, aircraft, artillery, and manpower. But what the world didn't fully anticipate was how a smaller nation, outgunned and outnumbered, could weaponize innovation, agility, and sheer determination. At the center of this unexpected resistance stands one of the most defining technologies of modern warfare: the drone. From small commercial quadcopters costing just a few $100s to advanced long-range strike systems, drones have become Ukraine's silent assassins in the sky. They scout enemy positions, guide artillery fire, and carry out precision strikes, fundamentally altering the battlefield. Drones are not new to warfare. Their origins date back to the First World War, when militaries experimented with early remote-controlled aircraft. In the Cold War, the United States and Soviet Union both tested unmanned surveillance platforms. By the early 2000s, drones like the American Predator and Reaper became symbols of the war on terror, conducting surveillance, targeted strikes, and counterinsurgency missions across the Middle East. But what Ukraine has done is different. Unlike the US, which deployed billion-dollar drone fleets with satellite uplinks, Ukraine has created a democratized drone army, a movement that doesn't rely solely on state-of-the-art military contracts, but instead on crowdfunding, volunteer networks, and DIY innovation. This has turned ordinary citizens into drone operators and cheap consumer gadgets into weapons of war. At the start of the war, one drone captured global attention: the Turkish-made Bayraktar TB2. This medium-altitude, long-endurance drone was relatively inexpensive compared to Western systems, but devastating in practice. Videos went viral showing TB2s destroying Russian tanks, armored convoys, and even naval vessels. They became symbols of Ukrainian resilience, so much so that soldiers composed songs in their honor. But as Russian air defenses adapted, Ukraine shifted focus. Instead of relying on a few high-value assets, they turned to mass production and swarming tactics, using smaller, cheaper drones in overwhelming numbers. Perhaps the most fascinating aspect of Ukraine's drone revolution is its grassroots nature. Volunteer groups across Kyiv, Lviv, and beyond began purchasing off-the-shelf drones, DJI Mavics, Phantoms, even racing drones, and modifying them to drop grenades or carry small explosives. This bottom-up innovation allowed Ukraine to scale fast. Unlike tanks or fighter jets, which take years to build and deploy, drones can be assembled in garages, 3D printed, or sourced from global markets. The result? A David versus Goliath toolkit. For a few $100s, a Ukrainian drone operator could disable or destroy a Russian vehicle worth millions. The cost-benefit ratio was staggering and terrifying for Moscow. One of the deadliest innovations came in the form of FPV kamikaze drones. Originally used in drone racing, these small, fast aircraft are fitted with cameras that provide real-time video feeds to operators wearing VR-style goggles. Ukrainian engineers modified them into guided missiles. With speeds of up to 100 miles per hour and explosive payloads, FPVs can slip through trenches, chase vehicles, and strike with surgical precision. The psychological effect is immense. Russian soldiers report hearing the high-pitched whine of an incoming drone, often leaving them no time to react. These buzzing machines have become a nightmare in the trenches, giving Ukraine an edge despite limited conventional resources. The innovation doesn't stop in the skies. Ukraine has pioneered naval drones, unmanned surface vehicles packed with explosives, capable of striking Russian warships and infrastructure in the Black Sea. In late 2022 and throughout 2023, these maritime drones conducted daring raids against the Russian fleet near Sevastopol, undermining Moscow's naval dominance and securing crucial export routes for Ukrainian grain. It marked one of the first major uses of unmanned vessels in naval warfare, signaling that the drone revolution extends across air, land, and sea. What Ukraine has demonstrated is a preview of the future of war. Swarms of autonomous drones coordinating attacks, artificial intelligence guiding reconnaissance, and a battlefield where soldiers may become secondary to machines. While the US and NATO are taking notes, adversaries like Russia, China, and Iran are also learning, rapidly developing their own drone arsenals. The war in Ukraine is not just a regional conflict, it is a testing ground for 21st century warfare. And at its heart lies the courage and ingenuity of a nation fighting for survival, proving that creativity can sometimes outweigh raw power. What do you think? Are drones the ultimate equalizer in modern warfare? Or are we heading into a dangerous era where machines dominate the battlefield? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We read them all. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share this video if you found it insightful.